What's up, sports bettors? We got 16 MLB games tomorrow, June 28th, so you know there's going to be a lot of good bets. So again, as a sports bettor, you never know when the best betting opportunities are going to occur. You never know when sportsbooks are going to have line discrepancies and there's going to be a sharp bet available. So I like to look early. I like to bet, the day ahead because there's a lot of value that you can squeak out as a sports bettor. And I'm going to give you an example of a bet I locked in for $350. So the bet I'm on is from the OddsJam positive expected value, betting tool, which kind of essentially just shows you data-driven sports bets, right? It shows you sharp betting picks that are based in data. So OddsJam is constantly scanning the market, looking for these sharp, profitable bets. And the first bet available is Rays Brewers first inning total runs. Look for the bet in bold with a circle around it. Over half of a total run is plus 122 odds on FanDuel. So the profit margin of this bet is 6.54%, which we'll kind of go through in this video. And I went ahead and locked it in. And if we just take a peek at the odds, it's pretty clear, right, that this is a true pricing discrepancy. Right? This is the top bet available on OddsJam, 6.54% profit margin. So you bet $100, you have $6.54 in profit margin quantified mathematically. And this bet is just, ridiculous value, right? The sharpest sportsbook in the world, Pinnacle, they're only giving us plus 101. So we're getting 21 cents of improvement, and they have a very tight, very efficient, very tight betting market, only 16 cents in width. So again, when sportsbooks have tighter market width, it just means they're more confident in their odds, right? Because they're baking less juice or less vig into their market. So when there's very tight market width, like literally here, we're getting an arbitrage bet between FanDuel and Pinnacle. So one of these sportsbooks has to be a profitable bet, right? We could literally place a bet on the over on FanDuel and the under on Pinnacle, so we can actually go to an arbitrage calculator right here. So long story short, 6.54% top row, over half of a total run, yes run first inning. We locked it in for plus 122, but essentially, this is an arbitrage bet, right? So if we had both of these sports books available to us, there's no Pinnacle sportsbook in the US, but we could place a bet, right, on the over on FanDuel at plus 122, the under on Pinnacle at minus 117, and we can make a risk-free profit. That's called arbitrage betting, right? When the plus number is greater than the minus number, you can bet on equal and opposite outcomes on two sports books and earn a risk-free profit. That's called arbitrage. So also, whenever arbitrage exists, there has to be a profitable bet, right? If you can make risk-free money betting on two sports books, we know that one of these bets has to be profitable. So you want to look for the true pricing discrepancy. And again, this is the sharpest bookmaker out there. So you don't want to be betting against them. And it's pretty clear just looking at the odds that this is a true pricing discrepancy on FanDuel. So I went ahead, I locked it in. And you can see here too, the Brewers are 36 and 34 against the yes run first inning. So 36 of Brewers games this season, there has been a run in the first inning. 34 games there has not been. The NRFI, the no runs first inning has hit. For the Rays, 33 and 35. So all in between both teams, it's roughly 50% to have a run in the first inning. And this is a very clear value bet on FanDuel, right? Caesar's only giving us plus 105. DraftKings minus 105, and we're getting plus 101 only on Pinnacle. So we're getting a lot of improvement in the odds. When most sportsbooks are hovering around plus 100, we can pick up plus 122 on FanDuel. So that's an example of a great bet you want to lock in, and we can see the true odds from Pinnacle. So they have their market plus 101, minus 117. So the true odds are plus 108.37, right? And we're getting this bet at plus 122 on FanDuel. So we're beating the true odds from Pinnacle's market once you remove the juice or remove the vig. And we can do the same thing for DraftKings, minus 105, minus 130. The true odds from DraftKings are plus 110. we're getting plus 122 on FanDuel. So the betting market on DraftKings and on Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker, are both telling us this bet is profitable. And then we can check Caesars, plus 105, minus 135. Fair odds, plus 117.77. We're getting plus 122 on FanDuel. So again, extremely high value in this bet. And we can kind of calculate the profit margin using an EV calculator. So we're winning this bet 48% of the time, according to Pinnacle. And this is just, a lot of value. We're getting at plus 122. So essentially, if we're winning this bet 47.99% of the time, according to the sharpest sportsbook, and we're getting plus 122 odds, our bet has 6.54% profit margin, which is exactly what you saw on the OddsJam positive EV betting tool, right? $100 stake is $6.54 in profit margin. So we're staking $3.50, so that's $22.88 in profit margin, which you can see right here with slight differences due to rounding. So again, as a sports bettor, you always have to be looking for value. You always have to be line shopping and getting the best odds. We've been through this before, but if you go 50 and 50 betting on sports at plus 105 odds, you'd be up $625 in profit if your unit size was 250. If you went 50 and 50 betting at minus 105 odds, you'd be down $600. So getting great odds in terms of your net profit will make all the difference. It will turn you from an unprofitable bettor to a sharp, profitable sports bettor, getting value in the odds. So you can imagine if the difference is only 10 cents, plus 105, minus 105, 10 cents in difference gives you a swing in profit that's over 1.2K across 100 bets. Think about it, minus 105 versus plus 122, 27 cents, right? You need to be getting great prices as a sports bettor. If you're betting at minus 105 odds, when another sportsbook in your state is giving you plus 122, you're literally screwed from the beginning. It's like if you had to buy a stock $10 higher than everyone else has to buy it for, and you're trying to be a great stock picker. You're just getting terrible prices, right? So you always need to be looking for value in the odds and finding that as a sports bettor. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was educational. Any questions you have about sports betting, comment them below, book a call with us. We have tons of sports betting experts whose only job is just to help you understand strategies and help you make money. So let's make some money.